Hey YouTube, and thank you for watching Junkworks DIY Garage. Well, I'm not sure exactly how this whole thing's gonna go together here, but it has to do with my Eastwood MiG 175. Unfortunately, it is out of warranty, so I've checked that. I started kind of making a video a while back when I was doing trying to do some welding, and I don't even remember what it was. It was a few months ago. And I kind of got that done with what I needed to do good enough. Got it kind of working, but not good enough, we'll put it that way. And what it is that something is wrong between the gas and the gun. It's not getting either enough gas or whatever's supposed to tell it to keep giving it gas while you're welding is shutting off or plugged up or something. I know there's a part in here, can't think of the name, hopefully I'll find it, put it down below, that you can buy. It's like $30-some that regulates the gas in this machine basically, or starts it and stops it when it's supposed to, we'll put it that way. And it doesn't even look that difficult to change, so that might end up being what this video ends up being about. But until then, I'm going to do just kind of a from bottle to gun look at things and see if I can see something else that might be plugged up or that's wrong with it. I'll put some welding footage in here if I can find it. I've been having a little bit of trouble losing. I've lost a couple things, so that's why I'm not sure exactly how this is going to go, but regardless, keep watching it. There'll be some good information of how to kind of diagnose what's going on. But we'll see how easy and hopefully inexpensive it is to fix, or I'll wind up with a different machine. Who knows? There's that needle right there. As you can see, I have enough pressure in this bottle. It's plenty full of gas, at least according to their thing here. But right there, I got that set for welding. I actually kicked it up even more than I really wanted to, just to get that weld out and try and push some gas out. But here's what it's doing when I hit the trigger. But the porosity is really bad. The gas was not working at all. As you can see, I kind of got it to go, and you can even see that gold or yellowish stuff. The gas is pulling the porosity, pulling the crap out of it, for lack of a better way of saying. But at the end, even leaving my tip over the top here, it is really a lot of porosity. There's a lot of holes and stuff in it. It just doesn't look right. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is make sure the bottle's off, which it should be. And I am actually going to start pulling things apart here. I'm actually going to start back here at the machine. I got a 3/4 for this one and a 17mm for this one. I have a video on this machine and on a separate video on putting it all together and getting it going. So go check out that if you need to know more things about this machine. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and unhook this right here. And I'm just going to get under my light here and take a good look. I'm going to go get my better glasses. And I'm not seeing anything in there plugging anything up. So I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to back this off so I know it's all the way off and not doing anything here. And I'm just going to put it right in here. If you do anything I do and you hurt yourself, I'm not responsible. You need to do your own research, and you are responsible for your own safety when working with this kind of stuff. But I'm going to turn the bottle on. I have this hopefully off to where it won't go anywhere. I'm going to turn the bottle all the way on, which I always do. You always want to turn it all the way on as far as it'll go when you're welding. And we're going to start seeing if this is flowing air, or gas I should say. I can hear it. Don't know what that's all about. But I'm assuming that should be a lot more than it was. Could be wrong, I don't know, but according to this I should have been flowing which one is the PSI? I don't know. It's not L-min, and then I can't remember CFL or whatever, but close to 60 CFL I think it is. That my tank has, according to this gauge, that's the other thing, we'll get into that later, but you know, I don't know, this could be an empty bottle and my gauge is just telling me I have some. But according to this gauge, I have 1500 PSI, over 1500, probably closer to 1800 PSI in this bottle. But I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing here, and they are the same sizes. And I've opened this back up, or closed that back up, I should say. Oh, don't want that to happen either. Putting my other specs on here. I'm going to blow through this thing. I couldn't tell. It seems like it's flowing fairly freely. So yet again, this is on right here. I'm going to see what happens when we open this up if it blows more pressure. See, that seems, something seems wrong almost with this. So I'm starting to think that I have a bad gauge, because I would assume this should be just flowing whatever through it. And this is kind of what it was doing when I was trying to weld. It would sit there and go doof, 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 and make that weird noise. I might even tear apart this gauge and see. I know some of these bottles can be put together with Teflon and things, or people will use Teflon in these areas, and this will suck it up and things will get caught inside here. So my next thing is going to be to go ahead and close off the bottle. I'm going to pull that gauge off and I'm going to tear it apart. So when I went to pull this off, I took this down and then I opened this up. And I noticed it was blowing quite a bit, so I tried to tighten this more, thinking, okay, well, I got a problem. Obviously I've already done this, so I'm just kind of showing you in case you have the same thing. But there was a lot of back pressure built up in here, so I tried to let out some, and then I just slowly opened this up for fear that something would go pop, and quite a bit of air started going out of here, and I let it sit and bleed off until it went away. So I think, I definitely am thinking more and more that it's this right here. I am going to blow this out just to see. Yeah, there's plenty of pressure in there, and so I have a feeling, it probably isn't the machine's fault. There is a screen, I don't know if you can see that, but down in here there is a screen, so we'll take a look at that and see what's in it. But let's go ahead and tear this apart. That definitely has gook all over inside that. That is full on plugged. I doubt you can see that. But there was like it almost looked like a rubber piece of something sticking out, and it's totally clogged up. So I'd be willing to bet that's probably what my problem is. It's too bad I kind of knocked some of it out here when I don't see it, but this is definitely clogged up here, so that could be a lot of my problem here. Alrighty then. Well, I got this back together here. Little tip: do not mess up where this one goes. I had this one where this one goes, this one where this one. I just kind of basically swapped these around, and so I had this and this in here and here, and so this one would be where this one was, and I had it pointed down this way, and when I turned it on, it would just start blowing air out, and I thought I did something wrong, kind of took it back apart, looked at things, and then when I was uploading, or not uploading, but editing this video, I realized this was pointing out this way, not that way. So then I realized I had really kind of messed things up here. Anyhow, we got things back where we want them. I am going to turn on my gas here. Wait, going the wrong way. I already turned on the gas. And it is up to you. I have soapy water. Some people say don't use soapy water. I have also noticed that I have shot soapy water into this, doing this before, so I'm going to try and kind of cover that up. But use whatever you think is appropriate. I just want to make sure that all these fittings in each one of these things is not bubbling. And if I see a bunch of bubbles, I know I need to tighten something, put a little bit more different Teflon tape. I have actually pulled these apart, and I didn't even put new Teflon tape. I just kind of tightened them back on. So I kind of was expecting a few bubbles here and there, but it actually doesn't appear to be bubbling. So I can't show you what bubbles would look like. I kind of thought I would. And I know earlier I had a problem with this one. It's kind of why I was expecting some bubbles, and I decided I would show it to you, but I tightened it and now it's not bubbling. So there you go. At higher pressure, make sure we don't have anything leakage here wise. That all looks good there. I don't have my machine plugged in, so I'm gonna do it that wrench. Go ahead and let some of this out. I think we're good. I'm not seeing this gauge going down any. I'll keep an eye on it. I'm going to leave it on, leave this on for a while, see if I see this go down any. And I'm just going to leave it like this for a while, see if I smell anything. I don't know if this gas has smell. I haven't really noticed a big smell when I was testing things, so there's that. And just kind of see if the gauges move at all, if things are holding. And then I'll go ahead and hit the gun. Right now I feel like we probably have this fixed, but I hate to say anything too quickly. So I let it set with the gas on, and everything seemed like it was doing fine. This has not moved at all. This actually has kind of gone up, I believe, since where I was, or close to it. I honestly can't remember. But now I have it all plugged in. I'm going to turn, oh, that's the other thing. Okay, so I turned it on, let it sit there, everything seemed fine. So then I turned it off. Now I've been letting it sit again for a while, and everything seems fine. This actually does look like it went up some. So regardless, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back on. Okay, see if I can, I'm going to pull the trigger here, turn down the wire speed, and turn it on. I'm just going to hit the trigger and kind of see what happens here. There we go. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure we're back on track here. I can hear the air or the gas flowing through, and when I let off the trigger, I can hear the gas keep on flowing for a little bit. So therefore I know that part inside that I was talking about is still working. And there's definite constant airflow. It's not being cut off in the middle, so to speak. Pretty sure I fixed it. We'll see. Let's do a weld. I don't know if I have everything set right on the machine here. I'm just kind of playing it by ear right now. Right now it's more to see, is the thing welding again. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna mess around with it anymore. I already can tell it's definitely, we're fixed. Sorry if we get shaky cam here. I don't want to switch out to my handhold thing, and my hands shake these days. But there's the old ones, as you can see, but I can't because I need to put my glasses on. Alright, let's make sure that it wasn't the camera fuzzing out, it was my eyes fuzzing out here. So there's the old ones. That's when I was having all kinds of problems. You can even see right there when I just kind of did a little bit and could tell I was having problems. Then I cranked up the gas and got these to come out, but you can see not good at all. There's this one right here. Yeah, I need to mess with the heat and all that stuff, but I mean, I'm just testing on a big fat piece of metal here, just to test it. And you can tell that to that things are all right. So if you're having this same kind of problem with any welder you have, whether it's an Eastwood or any other welder, more than likely, if it's got that thing where it's going toot 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 toot, where this needle is just fluctuating and making a pop noise, or you're having any kind of gas flow problems, good chance that that thing is plugged up somewhere inside. Now yet again, you got to be careful how you do it. You might want to use something not carb cleaner related that's a little less chemically, so to speak, because there are rubber pieces and that carb cleaner can chew those up. But if you're having that problem, there's a good chance this is clogged up and it just needs pulled apart and cleaned up. And yet again, also, if you're having problems, make sure you put everything back together the way it's supposed to be. Now that I did that, now that I got it all put together, I am very happy, and I don't have to spend any more money, which is nice. As you can see, this last part I've been kind of working around this big old beast in my garage here, so that's why the scenery changed, so to speak. But anyhow, hopefully this helps somebody out. It was a real kind of scratching my head at first trying to figure out what was going on, and luckily I kind of looked at that and thought, you know, there's probably something wrong with that part, and then I quit thinking it was the machine. So yet again, hopefully it helps somebody else. Thanks for watching Junkworks DIY Garage, where I'm proud to say I'm a jack of all and I'm obviously master of none. You all have a good one.